Hello, my name is Larry, and you are in Larry's Topics. For you subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it greatly. Viewers that have watched this, I appreciate it too. Excuse me. Anyhow, today's topic, we are going to discuss Old Man Logan, aka Hugh Jackman's last movie, Logan. Why? Because I realized something a while ago, but I never was able to present it because I didn't have the ambition to get my argument and explanation right. I needed to do a little research. But Logan is not dead. Right? You got Hugh Jackman, he retired the claws. I respect that. I still hope to see him and the Hulk in a Logan or Wolverine versus Hulk movie. Come on, everybody would probably pay money out the butt just to see our favorite Weapon X against the Jade Giant. But anyhow, the movie Logan has this huge plot hole that's broken down into many details. And I'm going to cover this. So if you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and comment ideas for topics I may, or hopefully will, do videos on. We're not covering just superheroes. We're not just covering monster movies. We're covering a lot of things. Just no politics, no religion, and no love, self-help, bullcrap. Again, this is Larry's Topics. Give me some ideas. I may do videos if I agree with them. Anyhow, Logan, the last Hugh Jackman movie. He did it because he wanted to retire, and a bunch of movies. I think it's 7 or 8 of. Let's see. We'll get this right. You got X-Men, X-Men United, X-Men Last Stand. Let's see. X-Men First Class. No, he's not in it other than for a brief cameo, but you still got to count it because he is there. He tells Charles and Magneto to fuck off. Right? Let's see. Wolverine, of course. Oh, I am sorry. Origin of Wolverine. Then the Wolverine. Then Days of Future Past. Then Apocalypse. That's like, yeah, I was right. 9 movies. Well, anyhow, I was watching all these fan theories, and there's one out there that explains what's happening to Wolverine, and I love his videos. He's a good guy. He's really smart, and I would love to give him a shout out. I don't know if he'll get mad or he may do something legally. I don't know, but I watch Film Theory, and he has some great theories, but enough said about that. He missed a key component about Logan's adamantium, and I'm going to get into that. Also, I'm going to get into other key components in his movie that just say he's not dead. Everybody, this is my buddy Sean. He's visiting. He's a fan. He watches the videos with me after I make them. He's a cool guy. Anyhow, old Logan. We're going to get into that. All right. What is coding Logan's, or actually James Howlett Jr.'s skeletal structure? And technically, because it comes from space, an alien metal alloy called adamantium. What is adamantium known for? Being virtually indestructible. It can't corrode. It can't dull. It can't be broke unless by heated adamantium. Okay? These key factors are explained throughout Hugh Jackman's Wolverine time as the Wolverine. Anyhow, I watched Logan and I listened for key hints in it and the loopholes. And I'll get to them in a moment. But remember, adamantium is indestructible for the most part. Right? And it's one of the strongest and sharpest metals on Earth when given an edge. Okay. Huge plot hole in Logan is the main thing he thinks he's suffering from. And it's wrong. He thinks he's suffering from adamantium poisoning. The writers of the movie even say it's adamantium poisoning. The reason it can't be adamantium poisoning is it's basically any metal in your body that's not a certain type of way has breakdown, corrosion, which causes these poisonings and sicknesses. But adamantium don't corrode and don't break down. It's virtually indestructible for the most part. So it's a huge plot hole. Wolverine says he knows what it is, and the doctor says that examines him, it's poisoning. It can't be poisoning him because it doesn't corrode or break down in any way. Unless Wolverine's rapid regeneration got to the point it can start breaking down metal, which I highly doubt. That would be like, it'd be greater than Deadpool's, and Deadpool's is supposed to be Wolverine's on steroids for healing factor. No. It is not that. I don't care what your movie writers say. Comic book adamantium is one of the most strongest and most powerful metals out there. So, what's left to be explaining his problems? Right? I'm sorry, I will figure out how to do little video interweaves or pop-up clips from movies and that. I'm still learning, and I've been busy, which I apologize for. I've had quarantine, and having kids tends to take your time away from you, the viewers. Well, I was thinking about it, and if you listen to the movie, the Doctor, played by one of my more favorite British villains, who's appeared in various movies like Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis, Spice World with the Spice Girls, oh God, I can't remember offhand, but he's done quite a few. A very gifted actor. I love him for what he's done. He's very talented. But the Doctor who was making Weapon Weapon 23, AKL, or, oh, AKL, AKA, well, in the movie it's Logan's daughter, but it's actually a genetic clone of him, but from a female genome. Anyhow, I can't remember his name offhand, but the doctor explains in the movie that the reason there hasn't been many mutant pop-ups, well, mutants being born, is because he basically found not a cure, but a suppressor, right? It suppresses the activities and abilities of the X gene. Yes, the X gene, the thing that gives each mutant their powers and, for some, their physical traits, like Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Toad, and, well, various others like Leech and that. Anyhow, Wolverine, anyhow, the X gene is what gives all the mutants their abilities, and it's passed down from the father to child. It's in the father's DNA. Well, if you watch the movie, it explains that it is a suppressor, and it's in corn syrup, which is in most sodas, cookies, juices, energy drinks, right? What does Logan's diet mostly consist of before he gets to the school? A lot of booze. Dude drinks a lot. You always see him smoking cigars and drinking booze. Right? Right. Well, you're in a school, as in X-Men United points out, X2, when Logan's looking for a beer, the Bobby, a.k.a. Iceman, says, dude, this is a school. And he's like, so no beer? He's like, no beer. Well, what's he gonna do? He grabs a Coke, room temperature, opens it up. Bobby's like, do you mind? And he's like, no. And Bobby blows into it and turns it super ice chilled. I'm smoking, sorry. Anyhow, as I was saying, he's stuck drinking soda, juice, all manufactured by companies that this guy's most likely thrown his secret formula into for sweetener, to sweeten up these things. So what's gonna happen? Logan can't get booze that often unless he leaves the grounds on one of his solo missions. So, and he's not gonna go too far away from his four most important women in his life, maybe 5, and that's Jean Grey being number 1, Rogue being number 2, Jubilee being number 3, and Kitty Pryde being number 4. And Storm. He's a brotherly figure to them, except for Jean Grey, he's madly in love with. Well, this is what makes it so interesting. The doctor explains that the corn syrup formula he makes suppresses the X gene, right? Okay, what's Wolverine known for? His rapid regeneration. His ability to literally, as the Punisher has done in comics, shoot off his face, shoot off his junk, and run him over with a steamroller and still survive, right? Wolverine's come back from a single drop of blood. He's been ripped in half and thrown a mile apart from both halves, and he still survived. He's an unstoppable killing machine, but he's trying to change. Well, anyhow, you stop and think about it. He's been consuming massive quantities of this stuff because he ain't gonna disappoint and avoid being around Jean Grey and go to the bar. Right? Right. Well, what's a guy gonna do? He's madly in love with her. He's gonna spend as much time around the school, aka the mansion, as he can to be close to Jean. Even after she dies and everyone disbands and that, he still stays within the vicinity, and he will live the hermit's life in the Wolverine. He goes into town every now and then, but he's still eating whatever food he can get a hold of, and it's still got the corn syrup in it. It's going to be in bread, cereals, cookies, chips. Corn syrup is in a lot of foods. This serum is in a ton of foods. So, what's it going to do to him? Wolverine's healing factor is why it takes so long. Because his metabolism's jacked up higher than ours. And it's Deadpool can't even get drunk. And then if you play the Deadpool, it's too late now. The game, he says, give it up, I can't get drunk. Steve Rogers can't get drunk. Wolverine can't get drunk because of their high metabolism, which is why they have such an advanced healing factor, right? Which is why Wolverine's gone to hell and back, and he keeps on ticking. Well, imagine you're consuming this stuff, living in the school for years. It's going to take longer because you have such a strong immune system and healing factor. But eventually it's going to start to gum up the works of the healing factor. Eventually enough's going to build up on the X gene in his DNA, because that's what it attacks, is the X gene. It's going to slow down his healing factor. And it's going to make him get pus in his wounds, and his healing's going to take longer. It's not adamantium poisoning. He is sick because of the serum that's in the corn syrup. But this is why I say he's not dead. Stop and think. Common sense. His healing factor is running slow because the X gene, once it's activated, it's sending a signal to all your DNA, causing your mutations and your physical abilities or mutations. Well, you ever, to give you an idea, you ever try talking to someone covering your mouth? Not a lot of information is going to get out. It's going to be muffled, right? Well, a lot of signals aren't going to get out if they're being corroded and coated with this suppressor. So it's sending out signals still because of how strong his healing factor is, but he's not healing as fast as he used to, which is why he gets infections, it's slowing down his metabolism, which is making him susceptible to alcohol and that. It's because it's blocking out his X gene, his mutation, which is rapid regeneration. Right? He gets slammed on the tree, the fallen down tree. He gets messed up bad. Blood everywhere. And he's all like, this is what it's like to die, blah, blah, blah. Which he's wanted for almost 200 years. Right? Right. Well, you take someone who's got a healing factor. It may be slowed down, but it's still there. You put them in the ground. You deprive them of food with that syrup in it. Guess what? The signal, it's going to start fading from that signal of X gene. It's going to start cellular regeneration. Yeah, worms, bugs may eat at him and that while he's laying there. But a few months of this, and it's going to be out of his system. Yeah, he's basically dead for the most part, but his body's still going to release the toxins from it. And it's not going to break down because of his regeneration. It's still going to work, but at a crawling level. So he's going to, once all that suppressing serum is out of his system for, say maybe 3-4 months, a fist is going to punch through the ground and those rocks, and Wolverine's going to get up from that grave. He's not dead. He can't die from it. It was just, well, bull crap to cover explaining why Hugh Jackman didn't want to do it anymore. Give the brother props. I follow him on Instagram. He's done it for a long time. And yes, he was bigger than Logan was supposed to be, but come on. When you look at Hugh Jackman, you look at Wolverine in the movie, I'm sorry, yes, they're going to find someone else most likely, but you're still grew up with them as Wolverine for you, my age and that. Hugh Jackman's going to be Logan. He's going to be the Wolverine. Anyhow, that is why Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is not dead. He's not getting that stuff into his system anymore. So his X gene, which is pretty much probably most likely 3/4 covered and sending out weak signals, well, he's not taking it in. So the signals are going to start getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And eventually, that stuff's going to waste out of his system. And he's going to come back. Hugh Jackman did it because he wanted to retire Wolverine. But it is impossible to say he is dead because of the fact his healing factor is one of the highest out there. We watched X-Men. We watched him fly through that windshield. We saw that huge chunk taken out of his forehead. And within 15-20 seconds, it sealed shut. And he popped his neck to get his joints to realign and vertebrae. And he says to her, "Oh, kid, you alright?" That's his healing factor. Come on. Somebody that can heal that fast? You're telling me 3 to 4 months of a weak signal from a mutation that heals you that fast ain't going to clear away and send a strong signal? No. He is alive. That is my problem with Logan. I get it, Hugh Jackman wanted to retire. God bless him, he did a great job. I love him. But he's not dead. Thank you again for listening. This is one of my more longer videos because I went into more detail and I wanted to get some things off my chest. If you like, please subscribe, like the video. I appreciate it. Keep safe because of the quarantine still going. And have a good day. Bye.